Right, so today we are talking about the strange situation. And if you remember on Monday, we talked about a relationship personality and the history of attachment theory. So today we're going to talk about that being actually tested. So by the end of this lesson, you should understand the contributions that John Bowlby made to social psychology. And you should also understand the implications and findings of the strange situation. So, what did Bowlby want to know? What was he curious about? What was he thinking about? And really, he was inspired by those troubled kids that we talked about from London, right? Who were separated from their parents during the Blitz and who had trouble forming relationships later. He suggested that our very first relationship in life becomes a model for our future relationships, so that the very first bond that we make actually sets us up for the rest of the relationships that we'll make later on. Given that, he pointed to the infant mother relationship, and he thought that if that relationship was happy and healthy, then the child would learn to trust others and grow up to have healthy relationships with others. So he was looking for, what made these children and these kids from London, what led to them being so troubled later in life when it came to relationships. And he saw this link between the mother and children. So we're going to watch a little video here next that's going to talk to us about the strange situation. You're actually going to see the experiment being done, and then I'll wrap up with some takeaways afterwards. Okay, so you just saw the test being done there, and you saw right the initial setting, right? Setting up the space. She's there with her mom. It's a nice space. She feels safe. She feels good. And then you see when a stranger comes in, there's not immediate fear, but there's some curiosity. And then when her mom leaves, you see that's pretty problematic. And then when her mom comes back in the reunion, that also shows. So what they would do is they would put more, just pairs and pairs of parents, moms, and young kids in these tests, and they'd be watching through, and they were able to come up with three patterns from those tests. So the first pattern was kids with supportive parents who provided like a secure home base. So they were definitely upset when their parents left because again, their parent represents that secure home base. But then they quickly start to explore the toys and the things in the room because they had confidence that their mom would come back, right? So you see that three-piece uh, response there. First of all, they're upset when their mom leaves. They quickly eventually start to explore the toys and rooms again because they're confident their mom's going to come back. So that's that secure foundation. The second pattern was kids who couldn't handle their mother's departure at all. These kids were really upset and just continued to cry constantly because they were really unsure if their mom would come back. And then finally, we had kids that were uncaring or indifferent to their mother leaving. There was no really big demonstrative response. They explored the room, but they really didn't display confidence or happiness. So, as you think about that, and if you need to watch the video again to capture that again, that's fine. But a quick question is just, can you guess what you might do in that situation? That's something for you to think about. And that is the end of this video. Next, or on Friday, we will talk about matching those three patterns to three different attachment styles.